because we can, right? Because we can. And when my daughter is my age, and my grandchildren are her age, and maybe if I'm alive we'll have great-grandchildren, I want America to still be strong enough to help whatever happens in that generation's Haiti. We can only do this if we renew the purpose and the promise of America and the possibilities of its citizens. That's why I want you to say yes to Martha Coakley on Tuesday. Thank you.
It's really fun to travel with President Clinton. We were in Boston. We're here today. Thank you, Mr. It's great to be here. Thanks to Mayor O'Brien and to Mr. Polly Tech for hosting us here. I want to thank the Lieutenant Governor, who's doing a great job. I know you're very proud of him in Worcester, and you should, because he's doing a great job for the Commonwealth. And my friends in Congress who are here tonight, Congressman O'Neill and Congressman McGovern, Congressman Neal, Richie Neal, they actually do a tremendous job, and I know that because I see what they do here, and I've seen what they've done in Washington, and they stand up for you, and they represent you incredibly well. So you are lucky to have them, as we are here to have them tonight. And before I make a few remarks, because I know you've been here for a while, and I want you to leave remembering that we have to all vote on Tuesday, and I'll get to that in a minute. But before we get to that, I just want to echo what President Clinton said. It has been a horrific incident on Haiti, and one of the things that you can do, and it is important to remember, let's funnel our energies and let's funnel our monies where they will be most effective. And our government and our not-for-profits are doing that. And one of the ways that you can help is to take your cell phone and you can text, and I'll give you this information, you can text Haiti, H-A-I-T-I, to the number 20222. Now before you do that, you should know there'll be a $10 amount on your phone bill, but $10 will go to make sure that it goes directly to relief efforts in Haiti. And I'm going to ask you to do that, if only as a thank you to President Clinton for coming and for the work he's done. And I know that Secretary Clinton is going to Haiti tomorrow. We do need to pitch in, and this is where we are at our best. So take your cell phone and text Haiti, H-A-I-T-I, to 20222. Easy enough to remember. And let's pitch in and help those folks in this disastrous time. We are at our best when we do this. And when we help out, as we do, in Boston and Worcester and Massachusetts and around the country, we see how terrific Americans are. And so I'm asking you to do that. You can also visit the website at clintonfoundation.org/Haiti-earthquake, and you can help and make a difference. So let's do that tonight. We are at our best when we come together, and we know when there's a crisis like Haiti, how to come together. What happens sometimes, though, when we have crises like this economic crisis, we're not so good, maybe, at recognizing the urgency of it. And maybe we don't come together as well as we should. We know that our economy is stuck in a recession, and millions of people are without work, and frankly, without hope of work in the near future. I know that, and you know that. They're losing their homes, or they're afraid they're going to miss the next mortgage payment. And when they're out of work, they're worried about paying for health care or continuing to be covered for it. We know that people who have health care know those costs are skyrocketing. Here in Massachusetts, 8 to 10% a year. And let me tell you, if you don't know, that the status quo in health care in Massachusetts and across the country is unsustainable. So when people tell you that health care reform is going to cost too much, you need to know that we can't afford not to reform health care. We're just not going to be able to do it. What caused this economic crisis, or at least my opponent has, because He wants you to believe that we don't have an economic crisis, we don't have climate change. All we have to do is really go back to a few years ago when everything was terrific, and this crisis will right itself. And you know what? For some people who are angry, who are frustrated because things haven't turned around fast enough, it may seem like the easy thing to do. To say, let's get mad and let's look for an easy solution where there isn't one. I wish I had an easy solution to it, but I don't, and you know that. And you know that you need someone who's going to approach that problem and roll up her sleeves and get the results that we need. And it's in the face of this crisis that Massachusetts needs a senator who's going to be strong, honest, caring, and experienced. And with your help on Tuesday, I can and will be able to go to Washington to do that. Thank you. You know, I want to tell you tonight who I stand up for. And you know who I stand up for because you know my record. As a Middlesex District Attorney and as your Attorney General, I have that record of tackling those tough problems and getting real results for Massachusetts. And those of you who know me know that once I get into a fight, I do not quit. We've got a bunch of days and a lot of hours because we're going to work every hour through January 19th to bring this home. And I know you know that, and I know you're going to help me do it. I've been on the campaign trail, and I've traveled across the Commonwealth since September. And I'm reminded every day why I got into this race, because I know that those who are wealthy and well-connected will always have a voice. That's okay, nothing wrong with that. But sometimes the rest of us don't have such a voice. And that's what I've been able to do as your Attorney General, and that's what I want to do as your U.S. Senator, is provide that voice for the rest of us.